Hi guys, it's me once again and welcome back to yet another Starcraft English commentary. This is gonna be ASL Season 16, round of 16, winner set number 3, the final set between Soulkey and Hero. Very exciting and fun games so far. And I'm a little bit sorry, really sorry actually about the quality of the internet in the place where, I'm actually in a hotel, but apparently the internet here is like worse than the internet in my grandmom's house, and my grandmom's house had like really bad internet. But I hope there's not gonna be any more just blackouts. I've been having this internet blackouts. It's not like the quality of the internet is degrading or something, but it just suddenly the line stops, and you have to refresh the page and you have to refresh your Wi-Fi settings and so forth. Uh, and you know what? I'm not gonna be a little bit biased, but there are some places in the world, particularly Philippines and Thailand, where things like hot water is not universal. I mean, like in my hotel room today, there was no hot water. I had to call the technician. He's like, "Oh, sorry, sir, I forgot to turn on the water heater." Like not in the room, but in the central location or something like that. And even in Thailand, I mean, I was in Thailand a few years ago, and I visited one of my friend's house. I mean, that my friend is not a well-off person; she's a very normal person who works in a hospital as a staff, not as a doctor or something. And that house doesn't have hot water either. And my friend would just take cold baths or cold showers. And it's a little bit unthinkable for me. I mean, even though I live in a tropical country, I mean, having hot water is like the basic necessity of life, at least in the urban areas. But in the Philippines, where I am today, and in Thailand, where I was a few years ago, there are places that didn't have hot water. Uh, very, very funny. Anyways, back to the situation here. Soulkey versus Hero, the map is going to be Dark Origin 2-player map, and looks like Hero is not going to try that, sneaky hatchery inside the enemy's expansion, inside the enemy's base anymore. He's going to be planting under the hatchery on the ramp, and this is going to favor Soulkey a little bit, I think. Oh, what's happening there? The drones are kind of glitching each other out. Oh my god, Soulkey! Okay, now he finally puts his drone in and he sees it. Of course, at the high level, you would not miss such a mistake. I mean, if you miss that mistake, that's like forgetting to upgrade Dragoon range in your Protoss, right? I think. But anyways, yeah. Uh, you know what? Let's analyze the first game between these two players again, right? Because Hero went for the same build, hatchery on the high ramp, and Soulkey goes for the same build, kind of. No, no, not the same build. He went for 12 hatch in that other game. And even though Soulkey is supposed to have an advantage because he got up his expansion on the low ground, you know, without any problems, he lost. So what happened there, and how can we prevent the same thing from happening here? Looks like only 2 drones on gas for Soulkey. Hero is having the standard 3 drones on gas here. Soulkey wants to have a lot more, minerals because he's having an exposed hatchery. So he wants to have a few more Zerglings for defense in the early stage of the game. Uh, Alright, we're seeing just overlords from both the players checking out the situation. 8 Zerglings for Soulkey, 8 Zerglings possibly for Hero, and Spire coming down for Hero. He's gonna plant the Spire down! He's gonna plant the Spire down. Okay, about the same Spire timing by both of the players, but Soulkey is gonna invest in 1 additional Sunken in the front because he's got to defend, both in the air and in the ground, and his bases are very much spread out. So I think maybe that is a rationale. But if I were Soulkey, I wouldn't even go for that sunken because I mean basically you have exactly the same, hatcheries and mineral intake as your enemy. I mean the only thing that differs is the timing of your buildings, and it's not that much of a difference. And you have overlords in place to check out the situation. Looks like the Zerglings from Hero on the move. Okay, so I completely underestimated this. Looks like Zergling speed has been invested by Hero. So he's gonna put down an efficient chamber to block a little bit of the entrance to his sunken here. It's got what, just 6 or 7 Zerglings, not enough to really hold this. Unless a miracle happens to Hero. Looks like Hero doubles up on the Zerglings. He's got about at least 1 control group, if not 2 control groups of Zerglings here. And now Soulkey is gonna double up in his defense as well. If Hero, loses this attack, that's going to be the end. I think he starts to come in now. The illusion chamber is not completed. We even have a drone in the mix, but 3 Zerglings are starting to attack the Sunken, and the Sunken doesn't fall. So all of these Zerglings are wasted because the Zerglings from Soulkey can go for the counter attack, whereas the Zerglings from Hero have been sent to Paradise. And what's happening now? We don't see much of anything happening, but looks like both the players are maintaining the same kind of situation. Hero is down by about 5 supply because he's lost a lot of Zerglings, and now Soulkey can fully invest into the second assimilator to get more gas. 2 Mutualists, 2 Scourges from Hero. Soulkey with all the same thing, 2 Mutualists, 2 Scourges, but his Zerglings is a little bit slower to retreat, and they're gonna start to eat up a little bit of the Mutualist volley here. But I guess, yeah, for the time being, both the players are just gonna hold their respective area, so he's gonna have an advantage due to the extra gas. This double Scourge, we need to find a target to attack, and he's looking for it. He has a peripheral vision. He can turn back and start to attack those Mutualists, but I guess he's waiting for his Mutualists to support it as well. Looks like a little bit of a dance of the Mutualists here. 5 Mutualists for Soulkey. I think only 3 or 4 for Hero. 5 also for Hero, and he's gonna have to take another base soon because he's on 1 gas. His enemy's on 2 gas. And that means Soulkey's gonna start to make more Scourges and less Mutualists because Scourges are more gas intensive. Looks like the drone from Hero comes out to take a base now. He needs to play catch up a little bit. So he looks like he's gonna distance mine on the simulator. We've seen this in one of the other ASL matches. I forgot exactly which match it was, where one of the Zerg player goes for distance mining on the assimilator. It looks like the attack has just kind of commenced here for Hero, but he's suiciding a lot of his units here. He's being a little bit too cocky, I think. Hero, he cannot possibly bust this because, I mean, his enemy's got the same number of Mutualists the same, and that's it, man. The last of the Mutualists from Hero have died. He's got more Scourges coming from behind. He can kind of hold it, but no! Just 3 Mutualists remaining, 2 Mutualists remaining, and Hero, GG. Soulkey is the player who qualifies first from this group. Thanks for watching. If you like the cast video, buy me coffee. The link is in the video description. Have a good day. Bye-bye.